Welcome back to the Aquitaine Ocean City project. I'm going to start by building a university to see if I have a custom one here. No, I'll go for the default one, I think. Yeah. We're going to build a university to try and increase education in our community. And this will not be our own university. We will build a proper university later on, but this will just be for now an outpost of the University of Bordeaux. Place it here. I don't think it fits beside our main building. So let's put it in this little square here. That's a good square. We need to clear, and look at that. Fits absolutely perfectly. Okay. And I think it would be great to add a public library too, which also not gonna fit. And again, I'm gonna have to delete. But it's good to have all of these things in place to maximize the education level of our citizens, because you really need to start filling office spaces, and especially as this is going to be quite a central district. So now we can start adding the path back in. Increase the connectivity again. It won't be exactly the same as in the other ones, but that's okay. No, I can't get it. Okay. Oop. To move out even more. Okay, here we go. So we have the general layout now set. We've got all the main elements, so we can just go around and start zoning like we did before. And again, I really am thinking out ways I can increase the density in the center. I think one of the things we'll do is we'll actually build up neighborhoods around the center, and so we'll have the center kind of as a garden city where people go to do things and go to work, and some very lucky people live, but most people will actually live adjacent to this city center. So we need to build one district nearby, which is going to be a main population center. Leave some space for greenery as well. Yeah, we need to add one place that will be a main population center. So here I'm going to try and do some high density stuff in order to have a little high density node here around our main offices. I think that will look good. It would look strange if there's low density buildings in that block, I think. So these are going to be housing for people who are very, very involved in the project and need to be very close by. And of course all the shopping and amenities you can need. Yeah, so we're going to try and increase a little bit of density in the center, but mostly we're going to build some large residential areas around this center. And this will be a place people go to. We might even swap out some of the areas in here later on to add some more touristy things. Although I am thinking of making a specific tourism district for that. So we could also leave it as such and just expand around it, because we still have a lot of space to fill in. One thing we're going to have to be really careful of as well is that we don't over zone and build up the areas around and not leave any space for additional transport infrastructure, roads, and so arterial roads, and of course public transport. By the way, in case you don't know these names, you have local roads. These are the smallest roads that are only for use in the immediate community, and in our case we're trying to make the local roads as slow and bike friendly as possible and very walkable. And then you have collector roads. These are the roads that are running here on the grid down below, and these are typically going to be 4-lane roads in this game. And these collector roads, they're there to collect the traffic, as the name suggests, from all of the local roads, And so they're not the fastest flowing roads, but they have a little bit more capacity. And then I'm setting in a new police station, in order to increase the capacity. So I'm going to take a slightly larger one, headquarters, because I don't know if you noticed, but there's a lot of crime problems developing in our new VIP neighborhood. And that's not really the image we want to be going for in this eco-city. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe we'll move it later on. I'm not so sure. And we need to clear this car park here. Can I delete it with a right click? No. It doesn't work like trees. So I guess I have to try and grab it. Maybe if I use a zone? No. No, okay. This is tricky. Yeah, let's move it. If I can get to it, I might have to zoom in and reach. Is this one I can get? So, oh yeah, got it. So yeah, we can put it here. That looks a lot better. Right. Yeah, we'll see if we keep it there in the long run. But that already should deal with our crime problem. Sorry, as I was saying, you have arterial roads, and these are the main roads that are going to transport. We haven't got any set up yet. And they shouldn't be interrupted, well, as much as possible. You need as few intersections as possible along these roads. There's a great urbanism channel called Not Just Bikes. Yeah, this has been abandoned. So I really advise this channel, and they talk a lot about this kind of issue. I really like these new shopping center. I think I might make it historic, so it doesn't get changed. Okay, these two, I don't really care so much, but I'd like to keep that. I like that shape. It's kind of interesting. Anyway, yeah. So there's this thing called stroads, which are these street roads that are kind of halfway. Let's look at the land value. It's still quite low. I mean, if we were to multiply it by 10, we'd still be like a cheaper neighborhood in Bordeaux, maybe. So quite high given the size of the population, but still relatively low. We want to double the land value, I reckon. Right, let's start adding some greenery in. Okay, I guess. And again, I'm going for some pines. These ones are a little bit bright, so I won't put too many. And we'll just put these around. So yeah, these stroads, they're roads, so they're there to transport people from A to B. They're arterials with multiple lanes, but they have lots and lots of intersections with surrounding shops. So they're neither good at transporting people or constitute pleasant roads to circulate on. And so ideally what you see instead is you have a long road, and then you'll have one intersection, and in parallel to that a smaller collector, and then all the local roads running into that collector that then only runs in at one point into the actual arterial road. So now I'm going to add in some more of the vanilla trees into the districts I've already built, because I actually forgot last episode to put any of these flowery vanilla trees in the middle section, and I haven't put any on these edge here too. So I'm adding a few more vanilla trees back in, just to kind of make the whole area more harmonious with the same range of species and not just pines in the middle section. Okay, yeah, so there's still a lot of missing workers, despite us trying to increase the education. It's a good thing I made these historical. Yeah, the university is not taking effect yet, but I suppose it will take time before the population adjusts and gets educated. We also need to really increase the amount of residential, so we can try making this more dense, but as I said earlier in the episode, we're going to have to develop some more substantial residential areas. So that will be the next step. And running along the back here, and the one I'm working on here, and this one too, there will be that's not good. That's stupid. Let's get rid of that. Okay, yeah, there will be actually a public transport line that I will install. So we're going to increase density and also have more transport options. Okay, looking pretty decent. Some abandoned buildings, some missing workers, but overall pretty good. And we have our even some abandoned things in the industrial district. Looking good. A real garden city. Some garbage problems, but I think we have the garbage capacity still. And yeah, I really like seeing these cars driving on multiple levels. Thank you so much for watching this episode. In the next one, we're going to continue to build out the transport network, and we will add some substantial residential areas around the administrative district, which is kind of like a garden city at this point. So we really want to add some more dense neighborhoods and start increasing the population.